My name is Adam Rawlins. I am currently the Director of Customer Experience here at PacMoore. My career started in April of 2007. My career began in the operations world. I began as a shift supervisor to some degree, trying to staff and train all three shifts, so it was a little more of a production manager role. From there, I became the plant manager over the Mooresville location, where I assumed responsibility for all departments and all operations. 10 years of experience. I then was asked to head up our first new department, which became originally supply chain. One of the handicaps of supply chain, though, is we're not a traditional widget-producing company. So supply chain in its traditional format wasn't quite the same. We've actually changed that to Director of Customer Experience. So we have a Customer Experience department. Our service is really our product that we produce and making sure we take care of the customers. I've been privileged and very happy to be chosen as the first director. As we look at customer experience within PacMoore, we've had a lot of dialogue over what is that? What should that be? We have a history as a company of being unique, of being a little bit maverick in our thinking. We have found some very innovative ways to run our operations, and customer experience is no different. You can really look at customer experience pretty similar to how you would experience your drive-through at Taco Bell. When you pull up to Taco Bell, you don't want a line, right? You want to get in a long line, and no differently than our customers don't want to have to wait to be able to have their operations completed, their production completed. So they'd like to be able to access and have access to our production lines as quickly as possible. Also at Taco Bell, you want to be heard, right? You don't want the staticky transmission between the operator at the window and when you're ordering. So clear communication, making sure that we know that our order was heard, so the customer making sure that we heard their order, the exact quantity they need, when they need it by, is important. Also, as you go through the line at Taco Bell, you want to make sure you got what you ordered. That's pretty important. So you don't want to get, if you ordered a taco with no lettuce and only to find out your taco came loaded with lettuce, you've lost trust in that Taco Bell, and it stays with you. You've lost some credibility. And so with our customers asking for production, asking for services, or even solutions, they want to make sure that we're going to be able to provide that exactly as they ask for it. So on time, on spec is certainly going to delight the customer. And also they want to be treated with respect. Nowadays I hear, I'm part of one of those older generations, it feels like now, that says, wow, kids these days, or man, the drive-through, they're just so disrespectful. And some of that is a lost art, and we've got to regain that at times. And so with PacMoore, we're going to put a focus and emphasis on delighting the customer. That's giving them respect. That's communicating with them. And really, probably most important, is communicating the bad news when it occurs. We're certainly not perfect, and we've had to share news that a production or something happened. We had a mechanical failure that may have delayed part of a production. And when we communicate that, the customer wants to know that as soon as possible, certainly to help their supply chain or their operation. So treating that customer with respect, making sure that they have confidence in our management of their products, of their materials, and hopefully that they're leaving the drive-through saying, man, that Taco Bell has it together.